Hey, you guys, some breaking news in the Nolan Wells case. As you know, earlier, Bart Edmondson, his family hired legal counsel to represent him. They're going after people for defamation because they're saying that the information and the rumors put out there that he had dated Katie previously were lies. There was a picture that I posted it, I ain't gonna lie, saying that he was dating Katie. Well, apparently that was not Katie on the picture, and they're denying that. So they're coming after people with a defamation claim. So Bart has since released another statement later this evening that he has given the police a list of 20 witnesses and has turned over information to the police. Now, we don't know, what information he has given them, but it lets us know that he is talking, he is cooperating. Now, all of this happened after people started saying that Bart may have had a motive for doing something to Nolan. So since Bart has come forward, Bart has an attorney. Now, Warren is the young man who interviewed with Officer Tatum. He's the one who did like multiple interviews, not the little guy Tercion or Trayson, whatever his name is, but the other guy, Warren. His father, Dr. Hudson, has jumped in now. And I feel like these parents are trying to protect their kids at this point, because I feel like after that audio came out, even though some people are saying, oh, that's not what you think you hear, there's enough people who believe like, nah, something nefarious happened, and it's hard to explain that away. And now that we got FBI and it's starting to march up the chain, I think people are starting to realize y'all better take this ish seriously. And each family is starting to protect their own interests, which is their own child. So Warren's dad is putting up $50,000 to find out what happened to Nolan Wells. Now, I mean, this is great because he's putting up $50,000 as a reward for information. But I really feel like a lot of this could have been done from the beginning. They should have supported Nolan's family as a community and understood the fact that the mom is like, I don't know what happened. What happened to my kid? Like, y'all got his phone. It all looks suspicious. Even if it was an accident, it did sound and look suspicious, even when the boys were recounting what happened. But anyway, let's get into this article from TMZ. It says the father of one of Nolan Wells' friends is offering a hefty cash reward in hopes of shedding light on the mysterious circumstances surrounding Nolan's death, TMZ has learned. Benjamin Hudson, the father of Warren Hudson, tells TMZ he is offering the reward for any information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the person responsible for Nolan's death, laying a $50,000 reward on the table for information that leads investigators to whomever may be responsible. Again, this is great, but they should have done this from the beginning. The parents should have come together as a community and said, hey, I don't think my kid did it, but let's get to the bottom of it. No, nobody did that. I think people were just trying to cover it up, and they thought, he's one dead black kid and on to the next, right? The teen's father also makes it clear his family isn't pointing any fingers, but I bet you they know something, telling us we don't know that anyone had any involvement, but what we care about is Nolan, and we want to find out what happened. Why are y'all saying this damn near 3 weeks later? I mean, this is after the fact, y'all. We probably wouldn't even have all this racial divide if you guys had responded differently in the beginning. Dr. Hudson also firmly defends the teenagers who were with Nolan that day, saying he believes the boys on the 3 boats had no involvement in Nolan's death, and plainly puts it as, we still don't know what happened. And that's it. The parents weren't there. There was underage drinking. There's an audio that sounds like something occurred on those boats. So y'all parents don't know, and that's the stance you should have taken. I'm defending my kid until I know something different. But I also understand what the Wansley family is going through. That's how I feel they should have handled it. They should have been a little bit more supportive. He says the Hudson family has been living through a nightmare since the case captured national attention. And according to Dr. Hudson, his family has received thousands of death threats. Something he believes has made it even harder for investigators to get the information they need. Now, and I believe that's why he's putting his money up, because he like, y'all get off our ass because my son didn't do it. I don't know if he did or didn't, but I'm saying at this point people are running scared. And since Bart is coming forward with a list of witnesses, 20 people, everybody is jumping up like, I got, everybody's trying to defend themselves. Like I said, people are starting to point fingers. Everything is starting to unravel here. By the way, Ben Crump is going to be doing a press conference tomorrow, and he's going to be addressing some of the, new findings, information, rumors, all that stuff. Not sure what time the press conference is, but check back over here because I'm going to be watching it and waiting for it. The father speculates the intense public scrutiny may have discouraged potential witnesses from coming forward. I agree with that. Adding, we feel people aren't talking because of the pressure of the case. And also because a lot of those kids, if they did witness something, nobody wants to be the one to tell on the other kids. There's peer pressure. Not to mention, if you saw somebody get unalived by somebody else, you'd be scared as hell. Because you might say, I don't want to be next on that list, right? So, and they're young, and they were drinking, and a whole lot of variables that may have led to this, this situation. By offering the $50,000 reward, Dr. Hudson says he hopes anyone with credible information will finally step forward so Nolan's loved ones can get the answers and investigators can determine exactly what happened. Again, better late than never. But this should have happened weeks ago, Mr. Hudson. As you know, Nolan was found unalive after going missing on July 4th. They talk about the boating incident on Horn Island. The 18-year-old's friends told investigators Nolan did not leave with the island with them and claimed Nolan planned to stay behind with the girl. Investigators have announced they're looking at Nolan's death as a potential accidental drowning with no evidence of a crime, as his family and the public anxiously await answers on what really happened to Nolan Wells. I think with all this new information coming out, especially that audio, now people can act like they didn't hear it. I don't know if it was modified, enhanced. I don't know. But I'm sure everybody heard something, and it's hard to explain away somebody saying, oh my God, is he dead? Nolan. They got an answer to that. And the people that put the tape out, the audio, it's the MDMR. It's an official state agency. So it's hard to explain it away. But anyway, you guys, jump in the comments and let me know what you think about this new development. Do you think everybody about to start turning on each other? I hope so. I hope they are able to get some credible information. We just want the truth. But anyway, y'all jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.